Good morning. Welcome to subramani.com. Today I'm going to talk to you about sensible financial resolutions. So, why financial resolutions in the month of June? Normally, resolutions are spoken about in December, right? When you're preparing to make those January resolutions which you break in February, right? So, why am I talking about it in the month of May? Because a lockdown is a good time to do an audit of what resolutions you make and what resolutions are more sensible. So I'll go to the gym and I will reduce 10 kilos. This is not a resolution. The resolution has to be far more specific. You have to say, I will join a gym in my quest to reduce 10 kilos of body weight over the next 12 months, or maybe 12 kilos over next 12 months, which means about half a kilo a week. That will give you 1 kilo a month, and 12 months is 12 kilos. Then you make an Excel sheet, you measure and you track, which means it has to be a real smart goal. It has to be specific, and you have to say, I will join a gym, I will do the following things. More importantly, I will control the diet, I will eat sensibly, right? All that put together will give you this weight loss. Now, same thing for financial services. If you think that by doing the same thing more and more you will achieve different results, answer is no. For example, many people will do anything in life except saving more, saving in equity and saving for a longer period, or investing for a longer period. Other than these three, they will do anything and hope that their wealth goes up. It cannot go up, right? Saying I live very frugally, I don't spend at all, that will not increase your wealth. That will mean more saving, which means you have more money to invest. If you don't invest that money, your money will not grow. So let us look at some sensible resolutions which you can make, which is generally with your life, investment and otherwise. So I've enumerated that, so let me read out. So first, keep improving your financial literacy. That is possible, right? You don't need to do anything dramatic. Just read 30 to 40 pages every day about personal finance. That will improve your financial literacy. Or you think this is too much, then you make sure that you will make a list of books you want to read and include 3-4 books on personal finance, right? If you go to subramani.com, you will find a full post or 2-3 posts on books to read. Go there, pick up. Then there are people who have done book reviews. So read those book reviews and decide which book you want to read. So first, improving financial literacy is possible, and you need to improve one day at a time. Not on one day you're suddenly not going to get a eureka moment and saying, wow, I found what I have to do. No, it's going to improve slowly. And exactly the same way how your health will also improve. You will eat less junk food, you will go to a gym, you will exercise. Going to the gym and exercising is only for toning your body. Losing weight is about diet, right? So do those two things. Then also understand and accept that personal finance is boring. If you're looking for excitement in your investment or in your investment planning, completely wrong. And also understand accounting is very important. So you will have to keep track of what you're investing, where you're investing, what you're spending, all that, and that is boring. The kick of buying something and watching it go up or watching it go down is very different. Meticulously maintaining records is very different. So if you don't enjoy one of them, you know what to do. You need to outsource what you don't enjoy doing, provided you know what you're outsourcing. If you're a businessman and you're 50 years of age or 55 years of age, start planning your exit from the business. I know many people who are now exiting because of the coronavirus. They're suddenly taking stock and saying, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. It should not need a viral attack on the world for you to decide on that. Plan your exit, it is possible. Remember also that personal finance is a family activity. There is no way how your wife and daughter and son can escape from doing this. They are going to need to learn it in the long run. So start them with small things. Start them with paying your bills electronically. Ask them to do reviews. Ask them to stop SIPs, start SIPs, download statements. All this they can do. The question is, you have to find willingness or a whip to make sure that they do it. Have a budget, stick to the budget. If you can't invest at least 30% of your income, and I'm not joking. Simply, we are going to live too long. Don't ignore the fact that we are going to live too long. If you're not happy with your current job, look for a better job. If you're not happy with the current location, look for a better location. Don't let your location be decided by your sheer inertia of saying, I don't want to leave this place. Remember, 75% of world population does not leave the place. The more dynamic ones are the 25% who leave their place to look for a change of job. So go to Dubai, go to Baroda, go to Pune, go to Coimbatore, I don't care, make a change where you will get a better job. Simple thing to do, it's not a resolution, but you need to do it. Automate all your expense payment, put it on your credit card, collect the points and use it. Build your emergency fund if you don't have it. Declutter your portfolio, declutter your wardrobe, declutter your table, declutter your fridge, declutter your provision shelf. If you've got sugar and sugar related products, get rid of it. The more you have at home, the more you will consume, right? Downsize all your loans, repay as fast as possible. However, if you are taking a 10, 15, 20-year view, it may not be a great time to be repaying your loan. It may be a great time to be increasing your investments. But increasing investment or repaying loan, you need to think about and do. Don't do it based on one video that you've seen. Make your will. Make sure that everybody you know, your family has made its will. Your brother, mother, sister, father, neighbor, colleague, assistant, boss, everybody. Make sure that everybody makes a will. Instead of complaining that our courts have too much of backlog, if we do not go and dispute everything, we will not have so many cases piling up. Making a will is an excellent step in that direction. It should not cost you more than 10,000 rupees. So if you have a 10 lakh net worth, it is just 1%. And if your net worth is about 10 lakhs, whatever it be, maybe 10 crores, it is less than 1% and it is definitely worthwhile. Thank you.